So Netflix raised its prices once again, but you know what? I guess that's okay because every now and then the platform will release an absolute banger of a movie. And this past weekend, an awesome shark movie came out called THRASH. Now this movie takes place in a small town called Annieville in South Carolina, where you have a bunch of residents who are about to be hit with a Category 5 hurricane. And the hurricane, once it hits the city, it is just completely decimated. It is flooded, but it's not the storm and the floods that the residents should be worried about. It just so happens that during the storm, a big tanker truck carrying large amounts of animal blood just bursts open into the floods, where a bunch of bull sharks are attracted to the blood, and that's why they just swarm the town and just eat everything in sight. Now, automatically, this movie reminded me of the film Crawl, except in that movie, it took place in Florida, and instead of sharks, it was a bunch of alligators. Now, technically, this movie Thrash, it doesn't have like a main character that we solely focus on. Rather, it focuses on 3 different groups that are just trying to survive the shark attacks. You have a trio of orphan children who are stuck in their house. You have a pregnant Lisa, and you have Dakota who saves Lisa, so they're together. And you have Dakota's uncle, played by the legendary actor Jaimin Hansu, who plays a marine biologist who just happens to study these sharks and their behavior. So the first quarter of the movie, we're like introduced to all these different characters and who they are and what kind of lives that they're living prior to the storm. But man, once the storm hits, this movie just goes from 0 to 100 automatically, because once the sharks show up, the waters just become stained with blood because they start eating every person that's still in the city. A bunch of shark attacks happen. We see people getting eaten, getting chomped up. Now this time around, I'm glad that this shark movie doesn't focus on great whites like how 99% of other shark movies do. Rather, this movie revolves entirely around bull sharks. And if you don't know about bull sharks, they are highly aggressive. I love shark movies, and this movie was really thrilling. Every single scene, there was always something going on. Like as soon as the sharks just descend upon the town, like the action and the tension just doesn't let go. So the fact that this movie is always like changing from group to group, you know, like there's always like a shark attack going on. There's always some kind of thrilling scene going on. Now, of course, this shark movie wasn't as great as some other shark movies I've seen. And if you've seen a bunch of shark movies, you already know what to expect with these type of films. And throughout the film, there are a bunch of over-the-top scenes, which makes me wonder how they even like possibly survived this or that kind of scenario. But you know what? It's a shark movie, so just enjoy it for that reason alone. But that aside, I thought Thrash was a really fun shark movie to watch. Just watching this movie focus on different groups of people instead of just one main person, that was what made this movie even more fun to watch. We get to watch how these different groups of people survive the sharks like with their own like strategies. And of course, we have Jaimin Hansu. The only thing that he was trying to do in this movie was rescue his niece Dakota. He doesn't really do much until like maybe the absolute last final 5 minutes of the film, but it was still cool to see that actor because Jaimin Hansu is a badass actor. It is almost summer vacation, which means it is a perfect time to watch shark films. I thought that Thrash was a great way to start the summer movie season. If you love other shark movies, you guys will definitely love Thrash. It was a thrilling, it was a high octane fun action movie. As a shark movie lover, I did enjoy this shark movie a lot. I was cheering, I was laughing, I was just having a good time watching this film. Thank you guys again for watching this movie review. Until the next movie, peace.